What happened this year in 2025 on the Bassmaster Elite Series? Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. If you're new, my name is Steve Chapman. This is the 2025 Bassmaster Elite Series year in review. Now I want to make it very clear, I have watched all of the Elite Series this year pretty much every day throughout the year on Bassmaster.com. And I did think that this was a good year for the Elites. I don't think it was great, but I thought it was really good. And one of the main things I'm going to say just up front is I'm not sure that Bass knows what their audience is. I don't think they know their audience really well, because during last year's off season they had some flip-flops. Then this year they tried to be more of a football game in fishing than a Bassmaster fishing event. And by that I mean we had the halftime show. We had a lot more talk during the season. Instead of watching fishing, we watched a lot of commentators talk about fantasy fishing. And instead of being really negative, I thought I'd just go through some of the positives, or a lot of the positives that happened this year, starting with the championship or the classic, where Easton Fothergill, who is a rookie this season, took down his first classic championship. Now, the classic had its ups and downs. Easton is really an up. If we look at the amount of rookies and the class of angler that the rookies have had the last few seasons, it's really evident that some of the best young anglers are in the Bassmaster Elites. And these rookies and these young anglers have dominated the Elite Series. It's not just that Easton, who's an amazing and ridiculously great angler, won the Classic. It's not only Trey McKinney, who was a rookie last season. It's Tucker Smith and Robert G. and so many other anglers that have competed in the Opens, qualified for Elites, got into Elites, and just have shown that they're some of the best anglers out there. And this was a really weird year for the Elites. We had anglers leave, the no information rule broken a few times. We had more controversy. We had amazing wins and an incredible AOI race and an incredible Rookie of the Year. But again, it was a good year, but not great. And don't even get me started about how amazing it is that Chris Johnston won back-to-back Angler of the Year titles. Something that is mind-boggling and unbelievably impressive, because being that consistent over the time of the Elite Series and to win back-to-back titles is insane. And Trey McKinney being back-to-back second places only shows you the strength of that young man. He is a force to be reckoned with. Trey McKinney, without question, is one of the best anglers on this planet. Now, we had 0 entry fees with horrible payouts. Then they flip-flopped, gave a $10K donation, and the payouts got much better. But this was the first year that they technically had no entry fees, even though they kind of did. We had no changes in forward-facing sonar, which is part of the problem. I don't know if coming up in 2026, if we're going to see 50-50 or 70-30, or if they're just going to stay the way they are. There is something to be said that if they don't make any changes, that they're sticking to their guns, because there's one league that doesn't have any forward-facing sonar, and you have the BPT, who has 1 out of 3 periods with forward-facing sonar. And to stick with it, even though I don't like it, would make sense. But it doesn't make sense on why they would ask the anglers their opinions. But that's still later. We had Bill Lowen win on the St. John's. We had Brandon Palaniuk win on Okeechobee, one of the better tournaments of the year. We had Kyle Welcher win on Pasquotank. Without question, the best tournament for the Elite Series this year. Without question. That was phenomenal to watch. Phenomenal. We had Paul Marks win on Lake Hartwell. We had Tucker Smith, Rookie of the Year, win on Lake Fork. We had Pat Schlapper win on the Sabine River. We had Wes Logan win on Tenkiller, Trey McKinney win on Lake St. Clair, and then our 2-time winner of the year, Pat Schlapper, won on the Mississippi River. And this was a pretty diverse fishing schedule for the Elites. There were some places where Forward-facing sonar did not come into play, like in the Mississippi River, and kinda sorta on the St. John's. Every place else, forward-facing sonar was a main reason that the anglers won. And like I said earlier, the youth elite anglers have pretty much dominated the last couple seasons. And they are some of the best second, third, and rookies out there. There are great rookies on the BPT, but if you look at what has happened the last 2 seasons with Trey McKinney and everybody else that's joined or qualified through the Opens and the EQs and made it to the Elites, these young men are absolutely great anglers. And something that I hope that Bass continues to promote and make a big storyline moving into the future, because they're really, really good anglers. But what did you think of this 2025 season of the Bassmaster Elites? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What were some of the things you really approved of and enjoyed, and what were some of the things you didn't approve of? Comment below and tell me what you think. Thanks to all the new subscribers and members and everyone who's interactive on the channel. I really do appreciate it. It's a humbling experience to do this and to be appreciated and get the respect that most of you give me, and I appreciate it. And this is not about me. This is a family. This is a team. We are a team together on this channel. So when you comment, I like to hear it, and I like to respond to almost everything. In fact, if you don't see me respond to your comment, there's probably a reason why, because I try to reply to everything. Sometimes if you say something wrong and it goes into a different folder, sometimes I can't. But I really do try to reply to everything. But thank you. Seriously, thank you. I'm humbled. But if you're not a subscriber, you should be. It's quick, easy, and it's free. All you gotta do is hit that button and you're part of the team. If you really want to support the channel, you can become a member. It's really inexpensive, I think. And you'll see the videos a lot further ahead of everyone else. But also, click that notification bell so you know when the next video drops. Remember, take your kid fishing, tight lines, cheers, and get your fish on.